Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing? I'm just doing some comics. You guys want to talk comics? Okay, we can talk comic books. Let's talk comic books. Why not? We're here. Thanks for watching the channel. This is Andre Salazar. This is the Art of Comics. And you guys want to talk comics? We'll talk comic books. This is our State of the Union today. I have committed myself and to you all that I will put out a new video every Tuesday and Saturday. And guess what? It's Saturday. It's actually Friday night. And I don't have a book to review. You know what? We're not going to do that every time. We're not going to do that. It's just sometimes we're going to just chit chat. So this is called Talking Comics. So sit down, chill out, relax, drink some freaking hot cocoa or whatever. Let's chit chat a little bit about what's going on with me, what's going on with you, what are you reading, what am I reading, all that jazz. Okay. Let's first start off with the big news of the week. You guys remember the video I did last Saturday about Mouse. So Mouse is by far my favorite comic book, one of my favorite books, period. This is the collection printed by Pantheon 1 and 2. There's also a book called Meta Mouse, which goes into his process and kind of the creation of the story. Go watch that video if you want to hear a little bit about Mouse. Now, this isn't going to be the Mouse channel. I've said before, I'm probably never going to review this properly because it's too damn good. And I just don't know what I can say to give it justice. But I'll make a comment about after the video we did. So we did this video hearing about this banning of the book in Tennessee. So first off, as tempers have, settled a little bit, and how I have been reflecting upon it, here's my follow-up to that video. It's not really a banning, okay? So let's just get that out of the way. That's a misnomer. It is a school board decision to remove this book from the curriculum for this 8th grade class. Now, while I disagree with the fact that the 8th grade class can handle this material, I think this book is perfect for 8th graders. It's not my call. Parents can have them read it, then go buy it at the store. Mouse has skyrocketed. Sales for Mouse is through the roof. So if anything, this has made more people read this book, which I love. So great on that. As a former educator, and it's you know what? You get to choose what your class is gonna read. Okay, if you think 8 cuss words and a comic book character of a mouse naked is an issue, then go read The Great Gatsby instead, or read The Stranger, or Huckleberry Finn, or whatever it is you want to read or don't want to read for that class. You're the teacher. You guys decide what curriculum you should read. As long as at some point these freaking kids learn about the Holocaust, can understand, can have empathy, can have understanding, then fine. Okay, if you don't want to use Mouse, you want to use something else, that's cool. I think they're missing something by not using Mouse, but it's their prerogative. They didn't ban it. It's not like people can't read the damn thing. You still can get it at the library. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll put the link below. Mouse is available. When I said banned, I shouldn't have used that. That was the term that everyone was using, but clearly it's not banned. It is just this one school in this one place in Tennessee decided they don't want their 8th grade to read it. That's fine. I'm fine with it. Now, the Whoopi Goldberg thing with her being just ignorant, just straight ignorant, equating all white people as this other race. It's that you white people got to deal with that. That's what y'all got to deal with. And I'm like, seriously? Seriously? That's the way it is, right? So she's just ignorant, and I don't think she misspoke. I think that's the way. If you watch the video, she's not misspeaking there. That's the way she feels. And that as a white people, that's you white people doing craziness, and it's killing each other. Well, no, it's a little more complicated than that. And Jews are a race. an ethnic, a culture, a religion. I mean, it's a whole bunch of things. And if there is a group of people that have had the most persecution and heinousness done upon them out of everybody on this planet, Jews get the first prize. You got to say the Jewish people take first prize, because we ain't talking about over the last 400 years. We're talking millennia, centuries. Okay? So, you got to give it up to that, okay? They get first prize on the persecuted people. So, now, what have I been reading? Well, I haven't been reading a whole hell of a lot, because I've been working on my own comics here. And this last week, the week prior, I had finished all 240 pages of the story broken out, the dialogue, the lettering pretty much done, all the art, thumbnails blown up, all the page compositions done. I'm just now ready to refine the art a little bit more, and then start doing some major editing with scenes and things like that. So this is kind of like, when you cut a film after you shoot it all and then you start editing it, right? You start piecing it together. I'm doing that right now. I'm kind of editing it before I do the hard render drawing and the coloring. So that's where we're at. And I'm excited about it because I'm kicking ass. I'm getting that done. It's called Shangri-La. It is about it's this crime. It's a son and mother, divorced mom, kind of go out to Arkansas, and they get involved in this crime deal with the ex-husband coming into play. It is set in the 80s at a trailer park in the South, and it is fun, country fried crime type of deal. So I'm excited about that story. But this week, because I kind of moved forward, one of my goals this year is to go back to some film and do some shooting. I want to shoot a little short film, a 20, 30-minute long film. So I've got about 4 different kind of main project ideas. I'm going to write those all out in script form, and then just start deliberating on what is most shootable, what can I realize. And I'm really excited about that. So I'm working on this little short called Marnie, about an adult woman who is mentally challenged. So she is, back in the old day, you would call her retarded. Now we don't say that. We'd call her mentally challenged or handicapped. I don't even know if we say handicapped anymore. But she's got some mental problems. I mean, of course, she ain't all there. And it's about her life, kind of a day in the life of this woman in this situation where she's, at a day program. We see all these people interact with her, how they interact with her, and how she is acted upon but does not react to things. And so it's kind of like a little interesting dramatic story. I'm excited about that. I think that will be a very fun story. I don't know if fun's the right word. So I've been writing, I've been typing, and that's not really something you can video. I've thought about videos about like theme and story and breaking story and story beats and breaking that. And I can do that if you want. Let me know. If you don't, then we'll just do visuals, okay? But I did get a couple books. I started reading Green River Killer. This is a book that it's by Jeff Jensen and Jonathan Case. This is Dark Horse, and this is beat to hell. I bought this on Amazon used, and it is just beat to all criminess. It is just like thrashed, but it was cheap. I really like the art. Reminds me of Stray Bullets, David Lapham in a way. I am excited about this. I read about a third and started falling asleep. But I dig it. It's a true life story about this killer called the Green River Killer, and he killed a bunch of people. And I'm excited to read this. So I'm halfway. Once I finish, I will talk about it. I also am halfway through reading Tardi, book 2. Now, on the channel about a year or two ago, I did do the first book, but I bought both at Comic-Con, and I just haven't read it yet. But this is beautiful, translated here by Fantagraphics. This is wonderful art. I really like Tardi's work. I love his pencils. I love the coloring in here. It's a historical story about his father being a POW in Europe during the war, World War II, that is. And it's very historical. I mean, it's taken from his journals. It's about the war. So if you want to see and learn about what World War II was like from this perspective of a Eastern European POW, very fascinating. It's very historical. It reminds me in some ways a lot of Showa. So Showa is very historical in this perspective of this kid. Goes through the history of the different, of Showa. And this is kind of got that very historical flavor, but in a personal perspective of this man. So I really like his art. I just love his drawing. So I will definitely talk about this, Green River. I also bought, since I remember I lettered Shangri-La, I bought this book. I detest, with a passion, with a fury of 50 hot suns, comic book lettering. I just hate it. And I know this letterer, and I'm like, look, dude, I suck at this. I suck at lettering. Lettering's done usually in Illustrator. I started that way, but then I went to InDesign. So InDesign is quicker and easier, but you lose some functionality that Illustrator does, which is kind of nice. So I'm kind of regretting some of those choices. But I bought this because I need to step up the game, because I'm not a good letterer, and I really want this book to be badass. I actually have one of these. I think I did a video of the Ames guide a while back. So I'm just excited to read this and kind of go through this and really study it, because I could use some assistance. So if you guys want, I would be happy to share with you this, and we could even break this into the lessons. If you want, we could do some lettering lessons. That might be kind of fun. As I learn, I can teach. Let me know. Again, comment if you want some lettering. I'll do it. Otherwise, we won't. But I got to learn stuff. So, and I also bought this for fun. Primal. So I've seen this before. This was released, I think, Adult Swim, wasn't it? Yeah, Adult Swim. This is season 1. Now, if you guys know who Gendry Tartakovsky, Ginny Tartakovsky is a amazing animator and storyteller. He's done a lot of great stuff. One of the first things he did, of course, was Clone Wars. Some little shorts in Clone Wars, which was a cartoon prior to the series. There was these little short episodes, and he did those. He did, I believe, Samurai Jack. He's done just amazing stuff. I love his work. And this is all silent. So there's 10 episodes or so. It is Caveman with his dinosaur buddy going off like a buddy picture. And it is incredibly violent, incredibly emotional, touching, everything you could think of for an adult cartoon. And it is silent. No words are spoken. And it is amazing. I studied it because I was looking at backgrounds and looking at some ideas for this children's book I was doing about dinosaurs. And my gosh, dude, it is just so good. It's so good. So please, Primal, if you want, I'll do a full review of that one of these days. So I got Primal. I got to finish these 2 books. I got to go back to my lettering. I'm writing the script. A lot's going on. Mouse happens. Whoopi Goldberg's talking out of her butt. That's okay. It happens. We all make mistakes, dude. So, that's it. I don't really read that much comics because I'm trying to produce. And it's producing, consuming, one's got to give. Time is always the thing. So that's it for me today. A quick video. Just wanted to let you know what's up with me. I will review these 2 books. I will talk about other things. as they come about, but I just want to make you feel that, want you to feel wanted, and not that I'm going to leave you in the lurch for your Saturday fix of comic talking comics. That's what we'll call this, talking comics. Now, if you want to help me out, give me a little bit of something, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I have a couple other channels, one called The Out Groove. We're talking about music, like Velvet Underground. I have another personal channel, which is more like the hype train, things that I am into. So that's just products and stuff. But sometimes it'll vloggy things. If you really want to help me out, go check out my Patreon below. Check out Shangri-La. Check out my daily strips. Check out my stories. I've got a lot of stuff there for free. Some of it is behind the little paywall of $1. But for a damn $1, you can read the whole Shangri-La for 80 some odd pages. And that would be really cool. So I would love to have a few more people check out my work. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's another way to help old Salazar. So thanks for watching. Have a great week, a great weekend. And I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Thanks, guys.